I often have people contact me and they're complaining about their relationship. And they proceed to enumerate all of the reasons that their partner or the relationship in general isn't good. And then they ask for advice. They say, what do I do now? And it seems so complicated when you're in that situation. You know, you're obviously emotionally bound and you get so many unknowns, you know, as you think through the possibilities. But the fact of the matter is, when you're stuck in a bad relationship, you only have 3 choices. That's it. 3. Here they are. Your first choice is to fix it. And you're probably going, I've been trying to fix it. I've been trying and it doesn't work. Well, when I say fix it, I don't mean fix your partner, because you can't. Oh my, how some of us have tried, but you cannot fix anybody else. And I don't even mean fix the relationship, because that takes 2 and you're only 1. You can't do that all on your own, although you may be able to have some influence on it. And that's by fixing what you can fix, and that's yourself. Maybe you're in a situation where you've pleaded with your partner to go to counseling and they refuse. So go to counseling on your own. What's the worst that could happen? You gain insight into yourself. You know, it's one of those where when we're in a bad relationship, it's hard for us to kind of separate out our own peace. And if nothing else, you need to figure out why you were drawn to this person. Why are you putting up with these behaviors? And so those are the things that you can look at in yourself. Maybe you change how you interact. It's crazy, just by changing how we respond to something that our partner does, we often can change the behavior altogether. So take some time and try some of those things. Not fixing your partner, not focusing on fixing the relationship per se, but focus on working on yourself. And here's the best thing with that is that's an investment that is always well spent. Always, always, always. You're never, ever, ever going to lose those benefits no matter what happens. So that's one of your options. You can try to fix the relationship by fixing yourself. Your second option is acceptance. And I know that sounds crazy because you're thinking, but it's horrible. Here's all the reasons it's horrible. Okay. But if it's something that you want to maintain, then you need to find a place in your mind where you can find peace with it. Because it is what it is. And again, you can't change that. Wanting it to be different, it's just wasted energy. Make sure that you're not just in love with the potential in the relationship and with your partner, because that's always going to drive you crazy, because I don't think any of us ever quite meet our potentials. And again, you have no control over where they get with theirs. So you can shift your mind around it. You can choose to see your partner as human, imperfect, fallible, as we all are, and find a way to reframe whatever it is that is bothering you in the relationship. So you're not changing it, but you're just saying, oh, this is how it is. And you're choosing to be okay with how it is. So you can fix it. You can accept it. And then your third choice is to leave. Maybe you decide that whatever is broken in the relationship is so big that it can't be fixed, that it can't be worked around. And your only choice then is to end it. That's it. Those are your 3 choices. Fix it, accept it, or leave it. And I know you're like, but there's got to be another way. There's got to be another option. I don't like doors A, B, or C. Can I please open door D? Here's the blunt truth. What you're doing right now while you're miserable in this relationship is a form of passive acceptance because you're putting up with it, right? I mean, you're there. But meanwhile, you're complaining. You're miserable about it. That piece, that choosing to be miserable about it, that's on you. So yeah, you could have door number 4, which is keep doing what you're doing. But I'm thinking you're not liking that anymore and you're ready for something new. One of the analogies I like to give about a relationship is that of riding a bicycle. So ideally, a relationship is like a bicycle with 2 well-oiled, functioning wheels, working in tandem, working towards a common goal. That's what you want, right? Well, sometimes one of the wheels becomes bent and you're struggling to ride. You know, it's no longer a straight path. You're all over the place. And you can ride and you can complain about that wheel. You can make every attempt to fix that wheel. Or you can trade in that bike and learn how to ride a unicycle. And sometimes that's your best option. So if you're stuck in a bad relationship and you're wondering, what do I do? I want you to let go of any answer that relies on your partner changing. Because that's often where we spend our mental energy. We want them to be different. We think to ourselves, if only they fill in the blank, it would all be okay. But that part's not under your control. That's not one of your 3 choices. So you've got 3 choices. Fix it, accept it, or leave it. It's time for you to make one of them.